Hi crypto kings and queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. I'm so happy that I can be back on YouTube. I missed you guys so much. In today's episode, I'll show you why I do believe that we can come back down and fill this previous weekly wick and just go down to the lower time frames and just break everything down bit by bit. We do have some news coming out, or we did have, and this is why we do have some push to the upside now, I think, because overall I do believe that we will continue back down. I usually have my morning live streams, but I am not available at the moment to have live streams because I did a little very stupid mistake. Nothing big, but YouTube is so sweet to me and we are working on for me to be able to go on a live stream soon. But I am able to do these videos now and I missed you guys so much. I love you so much. So I'm so happy to be back, even if it's just been one day I've been gone, okay? Don't forget, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I will go through the 3-monthly chart back down to the lower time frames to the 15-minute charts, and I'll show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. I want to start off with going to the calendar. I use Forex Factory to see what's happening with the USD, and it is Tuesday today, right? It is Tuesday today, and right now we do have some, okay, so we had the Fed Chair Powell speak not so long ago, so this just might be why we see the market now pushing to the upside. So what we're going to do is that we start up with the 3-monthly chart. So just doing an overview now because I haven't been on the charts, not because the market has done anything special since I didn't have a live stream, but just to do a little recap. So we drag a Fibonacci from the low to the high, go down to the weekly chart. We can identify that we are still obviously in a downtrend. We're looking at this previous weekly wick that is very important. I do believe that we'll see the market fill this wick and potentially come back down to 24,790. Go down to the lower time frames because on the weekly chart you will not find a entry. The higher time frames is only where the market is showing us the direction. But when it comes to the lower time frames, that's when we start to use the market structure, combine support to resistance zones with each other, trend lines, and finding the entries on the lower time frames. You can see the market is consolidating also in between the 50% that we do have at 31,438 and the support at 28,850. So this is on the daily chart. Go down to the lower time frames. You can see that the market was in a pretty heavily downtrend. So what we're going to do is that we're just going to identify it, and then we saw the market broke this level, and this was actually something that I did talk about on the community yesterday, that I told you guys that if we came back down and retested this level right here around 29,533, we saw the push back up to these levels. So I think I told everyone that we had the take profit at 30,300. I just called out one of the trades in the community, or even though I'm no financial advisor, but I said the retest and then the push to these levels, and this was exactly what happened. And we also were talking about the market, we're supposed to drop from this level, because on the higher time frames what we also can see, I think if you go to the 4-hourly chart, is that what I did was that I did drag a Fibonacci from this high from 34,730 to the low at 26,642. You could see the market came back up and retested at 50% so perfectly, and then you saw the market broke to the downside. Go to the lower time frames right now. This is where we do identify the pullback, because as I always say, when we are in a downtrend, the pullback is in a uptrend, right? So what I did was that I dragged the support trend line from this push that we did have, connected with this higher low, connected with these higher lows, and then you saw the break of this level. Another thing that we will do at the moment, we're gonna take this one away because this is not what we need. We're dragging another Fibonacci from the high from 31,280 to the low at 29,253. The market came back up to these levels and retested it perfectly. So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to drag another support trend line to identify this pullback that we did have. And now we saw that the USD, we have this red red box, which means that this could affect the market and be a little bit volatile, and this just might be why we see the market having this push to the upside right now. I still believe the market will go down, but this could definitely be a fake out that we see to the upside at the moment. We just might come back up. I don't know exactly how far this will go, so I would just leave the market alone. I was in a sell position on BYBIT, but I moved my stop loss to entry, and it took me out not so long ago. So I was in a sell position since this morning. From this candlestick, I sold the market, and this is where I saw the market took me out, because as I told you, I moved my stop loss to entry. That is totally fine. I will just wait to see how the market now will behave and just let it be, and then tomorrow I'll see how the market is looking. Now when we go down to the lower time frames, another thing that we can do is that we drag the fib again from 30,650 to the low at 29,562. You can see that the 61.8% is combined with the 50% with these two Fibonacci's. But at the moment, you know what, I just want to wait and see how far the market will go and how it will look, because as we know, when it comes to news, usually what happens is that you see the market going to that direction we're not supposed to go to, and then you see the drop. So just wait for the market to do whatever it's supposed to do. We just might come back up to these Fibonacci levels once again. Obviously, we can also come back up to potentially 31,362, because that is the 50% that we do have from the 3-monthly chart also. So just might a push to this level, and then you just might see the drop. We have, because if you look at the previous weekly candlestick, as just by back testing, it's such a huge move to the downside. So for us to break to the upside now and have a big green candlestick can obviously happen, but I don't think it will happen. But we'll continue to go to the lower time frames and just wait and see where this fake out candle will go to, and after that see where the market is. By tomorrow, we're just going to analyze the chart again. Same thing on Ethereum. We're just starting off, we drag the fib from the lowest point to the highest point. It will kind of look the same. We have this wick right here. I just might see the market pull back down to 1,500 on the lower time. We're above the 50% right now, but go to the lower time frames. I drag the Fibonacci from 2,343 to the low at 1,955. As we talked about before, this Fibonacci levels is combined with the higher time frames Fibonacci levels. So these three levels is my take profits levels, and these are combined with the 3-monthly Fibonacci levels, where I do expect the market to come back down to, for them potentially reverse to the upside, because this is where the higher low can be created on the 3-monthly chart. But go back to the daily chart and go back to the 4-hourly chart. The same thing as we did have on Bitcoin. We're gonna drag the support trend line because we need to identify the higher low. So this is the pullback that we're looking at the moment. We tried to break this level, but now based on that, we do have the news coming out, or the talk. We see this candlestick to the upside at the moment, so we're just gonna wait and see. We just might pull back up to 2,150, potentially 2,196 too. We're also going to use this previous high from this resistance at 2,110. We tried to break this level before, and we saw the retest. And usually what happens when you see a fake out, either if it is to the downside or to the upside, the market usually comes back up. And especially when we are going sideways like this, is that you see the market retesting the same level we tried to break. This resistance is the right resistance. This one is just a fake out, and we see the market retesting the right resistance again. Another thing that we also can do is that we're using this support trend line right here, and we drag the fib from 2098 or 100 to 2026. And we have already retested the 50% at 2062. We just might also, if we don't have this huge volatility now to the upside, but we just might also come back up and retest 2070, go down to the lower time frames. We do also have this fake out from the support trend line, but this is connected with the news that we did have with the speech, right? So everything depends now, because if I would want to do anything at the moment, because we're using the support trend line on the 4 hourly. What I want the market to do for me to be a little bit more sure, so I'm not getting faked out, is that we actually see the break of this previous higher low that we do have exactly at $2,000. You saw the market came back down and retested this previous higher low. So for me to be a little bit more sure that we're actually continued down, we need to break this previous higher low, break structure, break support trend line, create a lower low, come back up, create a lower high, and that's when I see the market dropping back down. And the last target that I have is obviously 1,500, because this is the 61.8% that we do have on the 3 monthly chart. Forget that you can also receive the bonus on BYBIT up to $4,050 by using the link in the description down below the video. I know a lot of people are sad that the market is going down, but as traders, we are privileged to actually being able to sell the market and buy the market, and that is the best thing of being a trader. Claim this bonus on BYBIT up to $4,050. You are helping me and Bitcoinsensus, so I am always available for you. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. I'm so happy that I can make this video at the moment, but don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I do at the moment have my daily update. I wish you all the best. We see each other in tomorrow's video. Mwah, Sweden.